Winters in Germany are notoriously harsh, especially in the mountainous regions and the eastern part of the country. Biting winds from northern Europe combined with heavy snowfall cause temperatures to plummet, sometimes as low as 20 degrees Celsius. Streets and highways are covered in thick layers of ice, making travel dangerous and difficult. Lakes and rivers freeze over, and the landscape becomes bleak and silent under the blanket of snow. People's lives are severely affected. Many face heating problems, energy shortages, and business disruptions. During deep cold spells, relief centers are forced to operate at full capacity to support the homeless and those in need. However, despite the harshness, Germans are resilient and well prepared to ensure that life goes on as normal during the cold winter days. The houses in Germany in winter are covered with white snow, creating a peaceful but also harsh scene. From the roof to the steps, everything is covered in a thick layer of snow, turning them into soft white cubes. The red or gray tiled roofs are now just faint outlines under the snow, sometimes forming slight ripples as the snow accumulates and condenses. The windows are often covered with a layer of frost, making the glass opaque, leaving only a dim light from inside. The chimneys are still working, emitting thin, warm smoke, contrasting with the biting cold outside. The lights on the porch or on the street are also surrounded by ice and snow. The light emitted softly, penetrating the snow, creating a shimmering beauty in the harsh winter. The trees around the house, weighed down by heavy snow, their branches and leaves seem to bow before the weight of winter. Sometimes, snowflakes fall gently from the roof, or the wind blows strongly, causing the fine snow on the roof to fall like white dust, adding to the winter picture. The roads around the house, when not cleared, are like faint paths submerged in snow, leaving only footprints or car tracks on the white background. This scene is both beautiful and quiet, like a winter dream, but at the same time, it evokes a sense of the coldness and power of nature, forcing people to adapt and cope to maintain warmth and safety in their homes. The scene on the snow-covered roads in winter in Germany is terrifying. The heavy snowfall has turned the roads into slippery ice strips, making driving extremely dangerous. Cars glide across the road, their wheels no longer firmly gripping the road as usual, but sliding sideways, losing control. Drivers nervously try to control their cars, but in vain against the terrifying slipperiness of snow and ice. The cars, suddenly losing control, crash into each other with deafening collisions. Debris from the damaged cars flies across the road, mixing with the white snow, creating a chaotic and dangerous scene. Some cars veer off the road, crash into the curb or hit the median, leaving long skid marks in the snow. The headlights of the vehicles, covered by snow, shine dimly through the cold fog, only adding to the harshness and gloom of the scene. The constant honking of car horns, mixed with the sound of metal clashing and people shouting in despair. Cars rush each other, trying to stop but to no avail, making the traffic jams and accidents worse. These images show the cruelty of winter, when snow not only brings quiet beauty but also turns familiar roads into death traps, forcing people to face the dangers that lurk on every trip. In the harsh winter scene, rescue teams and snowplows in Germany work at full capacity day and night. Giant snowplows with sharp blades and powerful engines advance meter by meter on roads covered in thick snow. The headlights of the snowplows cut through the cold night, creating bright yellow streaks on the white snow. The roar of engines echoed through the quiet of the winter night, shattering the deathly silence. Snow was gathered and pushed to the sides of the road, forming towering walls of ice, while rescue teams moved quickly, checking each section of the road to ensure the safety of road users. Rescue workers, wearing heavy protective gear, worked tirelessly, braving the bitter cold. They not only helped clear the roads, but also assisted stranded drivers, took the injured to safety, and ensured that no one was left behind in the harsh weather conditions. Their sense of responsibility and dedication helped thousands of vehicles continue their journey, even in the most difficult circumstances. Every sweep of the snowplow, every tireless effort of the rescue team, was an indispensable part of the fight against the harshness of nature. The roads were reopened, traffic was restored, thanks to the sacrifices and efforts of silent people. The harsh winter with heavy snowfall not only creates beautiful scenery, but also has a major impact on the economy. In many areas, transportation is severely disrupted due to snow-covered roads, making it difficult to transport goods and raw materials. Businesses are forced to suspend operations, causing huge losses in production and revenue. Many construction projects are stalled because the weather is too cold to continue outdoor work. Shops and restaurants in affected areas are also forced to close or operate at a reduced capacity, leading to a sharp drop in revenue. The cost of snow removal, infrastructure repair, and support for residents is also high, putting great pressure on national and local budgets. Germans are so used to the cold winter that it has become an indispensable part of their daily lives. From preparing warm clothes, checking the heating system in their homes, to stocking up on food to cope with snowstorms, everything has become a habit. Children are interested in activities such as skiing or building snowmen, while adults are always ready with shovels to clear the snow in front of their houses. Despite the harsh weather conditions, with careful preparation and a resilient spirit, their lives still go on as usual, immersing themselves in the white winter without flinching. Snow covered everything, creating a peaceful scene like in a painting. The roads, roofs, and tree branches were all covered in a layer of pure white snow, soft and pure. The scenery seemed to be silent under the thick blanket of snow. Only the footprints left on the snow or a few birds flying by, breaking the stillness of winter. The sunlight reflected through the snow, creating a sparkling strip of light, making the scene even more magical and enchanting.